On my previous year's trip to Milan, I had discovered a new restaurant which had opened a few months earlier called Bellet in the quiet side street of Via Fumagalli in the Navigli. So quiet you would hardly believe it was so close to the throngs on Ripa di Porta Ticinese. My first dinner there was so pleasing that I decided I had to return on my last trip, and I was warmly welcomed back by Maître Sergio Spizzera. Being an old-school host, he remembered my face. He also pointed out that the legendary Italian sculptor Arnaldo Pomodoro, whose group was a table away on my first visit, was again dining there that night. The bartender poured me a glass of spumante brut, made from Ribolla Gialla grapes by the Tre Lune winery southeast of Cividale del Friuli, a mere kilometer from the Slovenian border. While I sipped this, I nibbled sesame soy crackers and the curiously pink Campari-coated hazelnuts, as well as more instantly identifiable cubes of pecorino romano. Once seated, I took a look at the menu to see what dishes Chef Giuliana Ferrara was proposing this year. Things looked promising. Order placed, I cut my hunger with the help of the bread basket and savored a glass of Passerina Yaya from Fonte Zoppa in the Marche. Passerina is the grape variety. This wine was also organic. Course 1 arrived. The classic Milanese meatballs mondeghili, but made here with ground lamb, along with the very non-classical ingredients of fried borage leaves between the 4 meatballs, and mirto in the sauce around them. Fabulous! And it's exactly this kind of revisiting of traditional dishes which Giuliana Ferrara does so well, and which is why I like Bellet. The list of primi contained gnocchi, a risotto, and pasta, all of them enticing. But what I found irresistible was the chilled cream of almond and garlic soup. It reminded me of certain Andalusian gazpacho variations which all feature almonds and garlic in some form or another. Giuliana Ferrara's creation came flavored with cherry vinegar and fresh marjoram leaves. It was unquestionably the right choice for me. I like colors in my food, and the cream color of the soup was beautifully dotted with red and green, plus black from abundant pepper grinds. That latter element provides a transition to the wine I drank with this and the secondo, a Pepato Serra Petrona, also from the Marche a few kilometers from the Adriatic. It was made from 100% Vernaccia Nera. And the name Pepato wasn't chosen on a whim. The wine smelled as if someone had just ground black pepper into the glass. Apparently, this is due to the presence of a molecule which is also found in the essential oils of not only black pepper, but marjoram, oregano, rosemary, basil, and thyme. It was a delightful drink, along with the surprising nose, and it was a well-matched accompaniment to both the almond cream soup as well as what followed. Namely, 2 slices of duck breast with 3 dollops in increasing diameter of horseradish-enhanced mayonnaise alongside, and 4 fig wedges at the back. Ferrara, aside from her constantly impressive creative imagination, has her technique down too, obviously. The duck breast, with its topping of fleur de sel, was done perfectly to that level of pink juiciness that I hardly ever achieve in my attempts at home. Maître Spizzera frequently stops by the tables to make sure everything is all right. I assured him that I could not possibly be more content. He told me the figs were the last ones of the summer season. They certainly had perfect ripeness and texture. 4 tough dessert choices. Eventually, one has to discard 3, unless one is planning to eat all 4. I went for the panna cotta al fieno. That's right, flavored with smoked hay. I didn't get all the details on exactly how the hay is smoked or how the panna cotta takes on its flavor, but it was noticeable. It was also flavored with lavender, and the egg-shaped scoop at the front was chamomile gelato. The 2 pale creams were separated by a curtain of sbrisolona. To drink with the dessert, I was served a Moscato d'Asti Berlet, made from single vineyard Moscato Bianco grapes by the Dogliotti winery south of Asti in Piemonte. This had been an evening of many treats, but there was still a surprise to come. Sergio Sbizzera brought me a glass of vermouth, or, to give it its full due, Classico Vermouth Vanigliato Carpano Antica Formula, created in 1786 in Torino. The first vermouth produced in Italy, I was told. It came with a floating twist of lemon peel, and to one side a glass with ice cubes and tongs. One ice cube is good, two are ideal, I was informed. I learned later that the vermouth includes saffron. The makers also refer to notes of bitter orange, dates, and cocoa beans. There was also orange in some of the chocolate pieces which were served with the vermouth, along with squares of pure dark chocolate. What a nice way to finish off my evening! I have the distinct feeling that dinners at Belay might become a fixture on my future visits to Milan.